Hi guys, welcome back. Minecraft with me, Sid, on the Titanium gaming server. Yeah, the market's busy. I've added a dirt stall down there, believe it or not. People will buy dirt. So since last time I have added some more roads in. This is a causeway which is heading over to get the road round the other side of the castle. I've also taken up and levelled that hill ready for the church and graveyard and added another causeway across here. Now that bit down there I'm planning to build the town watermill in, so that road will connect up down there. I may connect that up as well, I don't know exactly yet. Yeah, so that's and I've set up an embassy plot down there for Jacob for their town, so there'll be a building popping up down there, just to the other side of that bridge. You can see the obsidian markers marking out their plot, so that's all good. I've also succumbed and built a jetpack, because flying up is just too handy. The jetpack plugin is one. It does mean I have to kind of swap between armour when I'm out, but it is just too handy for building. So as I say, the jetpack plugin basically I just take an iron chest plate and surround it in coal, redstone or glowstone, and that will make a jetpack which is fueled with the item that is in there. Now the dungeon, I've done the basic preliminary work, so we've got 7 cells, 2 look out, so we'll have a couple of villages in here. Trying to keep them dark, and a kind of interrogation room that needs sorting because I missed that bit of stone. I think I should have brought all my stuff down here. Well, not all my stuff, but some stuff, you know what I mean. So we'll just fix that. So what I want to do today is, for starters, oh god, what have I done now? Picked something up. For starters, I want to rough this place up a little bit. Mossy, cracked. Should have, now that's an Enderman head. That's a villager head, that will be useful. I brought a whole host of assorted crap down basically. And a couple of skeleton heads. I've been out in the wilderness. Oh, there's a zombie head, might be useful as well. What else? A bit more cracked there. So I'm going to start off by just replacing a few blocks with cracked and mossy cobble, and generally making it look a bit more slimy around the area. Stick a cracked in there, mossy there. What do we think? Mossy and a cracked. Like that, so that'll do for that cell. And then we will pop that in there. And a couple of mossies there. Just bear with me a second, and I'll be back in a moment. Sorry about that, just when you think the house is going to be quiet, it turns out it's not. So anyway, this is just grunging the place up a little bit. Nothing special, just careful application of mossy and cracked stone around the place. We'll have some mossy there. Right, bit of mossy there. This room I'm not going to, because it's the interrogation room, so that will be obviously kept quite clean. We don't care about the prisoners, but obviously the chief torturer is a different matter entirely. Bit more in there. And finally in here. Got plenty, so I'll not be stingy with it. Probably went slightly overkill, to be honest. When I went harvesting the nether fortress, not the nether fortress, duh. Okay, so that's probably finished with that stuff. Now I'm gonna want some wood. And some, well, bugger. And some wool. Crafting bench. Sure I had a couple. Yeah, that's one. There we go. Now I was thinking just using some upside down stairs for a bed, but I think, so I said 7, didn't I? Oh, 7. And 7 beds. Okay, but I think beds probably work better for this. So yeah, we'll have one bed there. Of course, I'm going to have some live prisoners in here as well, in the form of some of my farmed villagers. And these cells are not going to have much in the way of comforts. We're not going for the namby-pamby prisons that we have in the UK here. We're going for something that's a little more crime and punishment. Oh, so there'll be no tellies on the walls for the prisoners. The best they can hope for a toilet is a bucket, which unfortunately in Minecraft we can't place, so they ain't getting a toilet. Right, that one, that's the last one. And again, we're not going to faff around with any pretty tables or anything either. Now I've got some cobwebs, I've got a bit of redstone, got me heads, and I've got a few mushrooms. I think that should give me everything I want for in here. Yes. These chests are a complete hodgepodge, so let's get these mushrooms down and some cobwebs. So hopefully we can keep these mushrooms kind of in an area where the light levels will permit them to stay, because I want this to be kind of a damp, dingy, unpleasant, I think is the word we're looking for there. We don't want anything too prettified or too nice for these guys. Yeah, he's got a mushroom growing right next to his bed. Yeah. Right. Got a few more mushrooms, some cobwebs. Cobwebs up there. Have a nice brown mushroom in there. Nice brown mushroom. A bit of cobweb going on in that one. Bit of cobweb in this one. A brown mushroom there. Okay, so yeah, they're not looking overly pleasant. Well, also We'll use some of these cobwebs up in these alcoves as well. Blob. Okay, so that's cobwebs and mushrooms. Right, now I'm going to have this cell is going to be have the skeletal remains of its occupant in it. Bang, and that's one cell done. This one, can I? Oh no, that's going to float, damn it. Whoa. Bloop. Okay, we're going to have to stick that zombie head down there, and that's another cell done. And this cell will have skeleton. I'm keeping that villager head. Okay, so that's that. I've just realised actually I'm not getting much sound out of this, so I'm just going to do my resource pack change. Better. Right. So what I want now is I want some jungle wood spruce. Any one of those I've got? Let's have a look. Oh, spruce slabs, that's one thing I did want. I want that netherrack. We'll have some furnaces, maybe some pistons, definitely want those villagers. Don't know whether I want that pressure plate or not, so I'll grab it. And I'm going to want to go and grab, oh god. That should be, oh, that should be enough of those. Right, so the first thing I need is a brazier. Well, first thing I need actually in the middle here. Have I got any dirt? I think I've emptied, didn't bring any dirt with me. Of all the things I didn't, gravel will do. So, I'm going to have this kind of thing going on here. So we've got a kind of tortured table. We'll stick the villager's head there, and a blob of redstone there and there for blurred. In fact, thinking about it, we'll have a bit of that in here as well. And what's going to be the best way to do this brazier? So I think a 3x3 is too big. I suppose I could do this. Let's have a try at this design here. So I have that going on. Have that going on. Flint and steel. I bet I've not got one on me. But I do have flint and I do have steel. So much like crafting tables, I'm going to end up with 6 million flints and steel as well. Well, in fact, but that means I can take that out. Slash plot toggle fire. Oh god, no. Right, I'm just going to run upstairs quickly and make sure that I've not set the carpet upstairs on fire, because that took a while to get that Sorted. No, we appear to have got away with that. Thank God for protection armour, that's all I can say. Right, now the other thing I was going to do was another kind of torture bench. Because, of course, you know, what good is a dungeon that hasn't got torturing going on? And that gives me that. Now, it's a real shame I can't think of. There's not a simple way to just get something that runs across the top like a rack. So we're just going to have to settle for some blood on the floor in splats. Okay. Now the pistons, I was wondering whether they would actually. There's not really a huge amount of room down here now, of course, so I think that kind of works. Okay. Let's lose those. I'll get the two furnaces, however, because they can be there for the torturer to heat his other tools in if he's not down there. Or maybe he's sterilising them. Maybe it's you know. Oh, I still want the spruce. I'll get myself there eventually. We'll have that and that. So, I suppose the other thing I need to do is name these prisoner villages that we're going to stick in. So we'll just run down here. Right, so this is Bad Bob McGee. Oh, you. Come on, let's try again now. And this one is... I think the... Gemini Killer. Can we play around with what kind of stupid name can we come up for a criminal? Can I get this in? Yes, we can. There you go, immortalised Kasoma for you and your poops. Okie dokie. So, we're going to stick this one in here. Thought you could get away then, didn't you? Now, that one is locked. That one's done. Let's have one up here. I'll leave that one empty. In fact, we'll leave that one empty and open. And we'll put this villager in here, Bad Bob McGee. Oh, I love that sound though. Right, I'll sort out that particular problem later. God. What's going to be... I've got an idea. Let's go, shall we? Yeah, we'll just run down and borrow one of the eggs from the shopper rather than run across to the farm. Okay, let's try that again, but I've got an idea to avoid the little sods doing that one again. So, bad Bob McGee. Mark 2. Can't believe he actually managed to get out. Man, he shifted. Okay, let me just check. Because same with the serial pooper in there. Fortunately, you can't see his name through the bars. I wonder whether... There's an idea. Oh yes. I'm going to... I'll stick that one back. We'll just leave. Oh, you are kidding me. Right. Yeah. Leave that as is. Okay. Clever ploy number 2. Lag. Not getting out this time, mate. Ditch that out of the way. Did I have any more of those spruce steps? No, I didn't. So I definitely want those. Probably some signs. And again, this is going to be the chief interrogators of gravel. Forget my head if it weren't screwed on, I swear blind. Okay. Finishing touches to this one. The interrogation room. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Bang. And plop. Obviously he's the chief interrogator, he gets a nice chair. And the prisoner, again, will have arms on because the prisoner would... God only knows what they're doing to the prisoner with that. Doesn't bear thinking about, would have a fairly austere chair with arms on that it can be tied down to, and again, maybe a few spots of blood around from where the guards have been a bit heavy-handed with him. And I think that will probably do for the dungeon area. Let's divest myself of that lot. And no. So I want cobblestone, more cobblestone, more cobblestone, and more cobblestone. So first off, grab a bunch of those. And what I want to do is not probably get the full what's the word? Not get the full church build done because I think that's things. But what I want to do is get the planning underway. So we'll use my jetpack just to scoot on over here. So yeah, it's coming along. I've got plans for most of these areas now. Right, so this is going to be the boundary here. So what I want to do is probably about here. Kind of have a circular tower. Probably, is that going to be too big? I think it is. Let's reevaluate. Like that maybe. So that's my tower foundation. And this will be offset to the side of the church, so the church will then come out from there and there. Probably something like that. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, going for the odd number. Now this is going to be a mixture, I think, of wood and cobble. But that should give us a reasonable church foundation. Just checking the time, seeing how long I've been recording for. So you'll have the church, again, double doors, or single door in. Yeah, not a huge one, just a small kind of villagey church affair. And here, I'm going to have a kind of rambling wall, not necessarily taking every contour. You know, the kind of old churchyard wall. I may need more of those. I didn't bring a crafting bench with me. Oh well, not a problem. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. So kind of just rambling all the way round this hilltop. Yeah, definitely need more. Go up a jetpack and go and borrow that one of the crafting tables. Oh god, hang on. These crafting tables come in handy. Yep, indeed, Utini. Now the churchyard itself, I'm going to have a mixture of grave styles, and some will look freshly dug. Right, that takes us to here. Okay, so then to do it like that. Think, John, think. Right. Pop, pop, pop. So that gives us a very rough arch. I may need some more cobble. Let's just use this jetpack to clean that up. And right, I think I may need to go and get some more cobble. Unbelievably. Oh, what am I doing? Idiot. No, I might just get away with this. Yeah, there's a bit of this jetpack mod when you take off. There is a brief moment of lag. But on the whole, it's better than not having it. That was not too bad for a cobble structure. So I think next time I'm going to start getting this structure built. Now, one of the plans I had is if I placed a gravestone, let's say I have something simple like that, with a sign on it, and this would be, again, no crafting bench. Let me just go and craft a very quick hoe. That will make the first grave because we can do that. I've got everything we need to do that. So you can see when you just do that double tap to jump, it okay, so let's say I'm going to stick a grave up here, and it's relatively freshly dug. So if I were to hoe that looks freshly dug. But the problem is, it's going to revert back at any moment. So if I put the water in, that will obviously what's the word I'm looking for? Hydrate that, so that will never revert, or shouldn't revert unless someone stupidly goes and jumps all over it. So then I can go and bang that out there. There's a slight drawback there with this bit, but I think if I get some shears I could probably put some flowers or something on that. Now, I could do something like that. You've got quite a few structures. That's horrible. Let's just go and see if I can't find a convenient flower just to make that. There we go, perfect. Exactly what we needed. the chunk over there. Right, where's me? So here we are, freshly dug grave to our loved one in the graveyard, and I'm going to play around with all sorts of designs for these. There'll be wooden ones, and I don't know, I haven't even figured out all the different designs for the tombstones yet, but that will be a fresh one. Now, how to do an unfresh one is simple. You just leave that as it is. And yeah, I think, let me just have a zoom and see what this looks like from the air. Yeah, it looks like a nice rambling graveyard. We'll have a nice little churchy thing going on there. And we'll see what Jacob comes up with for his embassy plot. Get that in, I think, the mill, and I may start looking at some just normal residences as well. So I think that's probably enough. We've got the dungeon done. I do need to do the guard room at the top of that dungeon. Again, that's fairly minor decorating, so we can probably just hit that up next time. And have a good weekend, and until Monday, see you next time. Bye.